head women's basketball coach Josh Thompson. Thanks for joining us this morning.
No problem.
Last week, a couple of really good wins on the road at Erskine, who was near the top of the league standings, and then at North Greenville, who beat King here in the conference opener. Can you talk about what you learned about the team coming back to beat North Greenville after losing to them, and then just winning a tough game at Erskine?
Well, North Greenville, I would say, up to this point, was our worst defensive game of the year. We gave up 78 points. That's the most points we've given up all year long. That first time we played. So we know we didn't really, they played well and they shot the ball well, they got to the rim, they did a lot of great things, but I felt like we also complemented that with our worst defensive performance of the year. So we knew we had to play better defense going over there, and I feel like we did do that, and that was really the key to us being able to win. So.
Yeah, and that turned into good offense, set a season high too for points with 80 and the most in the last couple of years, I believe, with 80 points. So
yeah.
it all works out in the end. You got off to a slow start this year, going 4-4 to start the year, but recently you've won 6 straight, starting with a win at Lincoln Memorial before the holiday break here. What are some of the keys to that stretch now, sitting at 10-4 overall?
Overall, I would just say I think our aggressiveness overall on both ends of the floor. The defense has been pretty solid all year long. We're a pretty good defensive team. We can still improve. There's areas that we need to get better. Our rebounding has been a little bit up and down. We could be better there. But I think just the overall aggressiveness on both ends of the floor has helped us on the defensive end, and then that's kind of carried over onto the offensive end as far as just being able to score a little bit more consistently. We've done that over these last 6 games, have scored more consistently, whereas in those first 8 games we were kind of up and down, being able to score the basketball. So that's really a key for us.
Yeah, and you mentioned the defense too. They were been top 10 in the country most of the season in points allowed, at around 55, 60 points a game, which is always good when you're up there in that category.
Yep.
So far this year, can you assess how the team's improved? Part of that, I think, is getting healthy. Had a few injuries at the beginning of the year. How it's improved over the first 14 games of the first half, and what else can you improve on here going into the second half? Make that run into hopefully the postseason and conference tournament.
Well, I think just consistency, confidence. We still struggle taking care of the ball at times, and we can get better there. Too many turnovers. Like you said, we had a key player, Jalen Harper, was out to start the season, so that was a little bit of an issue for us. We got her back and had to kind of ease her back into things. She's starting for us now and is doing well. And then recently we've had our leading scorer and rebounder, Bonnie's been out. So she's hopefully going to be back soon, and we were without Allie last game because of sickness. So, every team is dealing with this kind of thing, whether it be injuries or sickness, and you just kind of have to have kids step up and get through those things. But if we can take care of the ball better, keep doing what we're doing defensively, and hopefully keep scoring consistently, then that'll help us to continue to get better and hopefully keep playing well down the stretch here.
Yeah, and it's nice to get these wins, I guess. You mentioned without Bonnie, one of the better players out there to get these wins. A couple people that have stepped up in that time are Chelsea Bowling from the outside, who's shooting really well from beyond the arc, and Amy Van Deventer had a huge week this week, set a career out with 20 points at Erskine, and then better than that one, 10 for 11 from the floor for 26 points on Saturday, along with 8 rebounds. Can you talk about what they have meant to the offense and how that's helped to score points?
Yeah, Chelsea has just been great. We've known since she's been here, she's been a great shooter, and she's really blossoming this year, I would say, confidence-wise, and just continuing to shoot even if she misses, and just believing the next one's going to fall. So her being able to kind of set that tone out there and knock down shots, it just makes our offense, it makes it easier for everybody else, and spreads the defense a lot. So that's been great, and Amy's really stepped up. With Bonnie going down in the beginning of the semester with the sickness, she's really had to step up. And then the last couple games, she really got a big opportunity because even Allie didn't play last game, so we knew. Amy played the first 33 minutes of the game until she got in foul trouble, and then we sat her for the rest of the game, and she didn't really need to come back in. But I mean, she played the whole game up to that point. So she got a great opportunity there with Allie and Bonnie both being out. And then even the game before that, Allie was sick, but still able to go. But we knew she wasn't feeling well, so we didn't play her a lot. So Amy got a lot of minutes. So she's just been posting up hard, and she's been finishing well and being aggressive and just playing basketball. So
yeah, it's probably one of the, as a redshirt freshman too, probably learning a little more, and you got a few games under your belt, feeling a little more comfortable out there
yeah,
too.
definitely.
This week, coming forward, another couple tough games here on the road at Southern Wesleyan, who's new to the conference, haven't exactly seen them before. And then at home against Belmont Abbey, who both those teams are the middle of the pack, 4-4 in conference play. What are the keys to keep this run going and the expectations for this week?
Well, both are really good teams. Southern Wesleyan's got a good squad, some good athletes, some shooters, some big kids that can play. So they're going to be tough. And Belmont Abbey is always tough too. They got a couple really good players, that we're going to have to deal with. But we expect for them to come out and play well and really challenge us. And so we've got to be ready to play. We got to stay aggressive, again, on both ends of the floor. And hopefully our confidence is building. That's as big as anything, just the mental side of feeling good and being confident. So.
Yeah, and none of the conference games are easy. It doesn't matter who you're playing. They're all going to be tough. Everyone knows each other well. So that's Tuesday at Southern Wesleyan, 5:30 p.m. Live video, live stats are on KingTornado.com. Come on out on Saturday, 2 o'clock, Belmont Abbey. Tip off at 2. Come on out, see them if you haven't been to the Student Center yet. Thanks for joining us, and good luck this week.
All right, thank you.